Hey y'all, happy Thursday night. So I'm trying to get better about my shorts. So I wanted to share my thoughts on the whole Jackie Christie and Chantel Christie debacle. If you want a longer listen, I did post a 15-minute video in my pop culture rant playlist on YouTube. So go ahead and check that out over there. Basically what happened is you had a mother-daughter duo get into a physical altercation on TV. And we all looked at the daughter as she was the aggressor. She was the one that was wrong. And I know for me as a mother, before I listened to the Carlos King interview that she recently did, I one-dimensionally was on Jackie's side as a mother. Because based on what I had heard, because I haven't watched it, I've just been listening to recaps. Based on how it was told, sounded like Chantel was being a brat, but no. I listened to that interview and there were a lot of things that happened, but some of the concepts that Chantel spoke on that started to shift my mindset was the parenting styles within our culture, African American, Black, however you choose to identify within the diaspora. But how that parenting style of the child should be seen and not heard, and not looking at the child as a whole person, that was rampant. It was like you had a lot of ignorant ways of parenting. And I get it. It was rooted out of fear. It was rooted out of fear. This country has not been kind to us historically. And so, with us constantly being oppressed, we couldn't help but bring that type of communication style into the home when it came to our kids, because we just wanted to protect them. But gone are the days where you have to be passive and not have a sense of autonomy and not believe that you too could have a good life. Being Black is not always of the struggle. So we shouldn't put that on our kids. It's no different than when you lay a bed of flowers or plants or whatever, a garden. I'm sure anybody who's out there that has a green thumb will tell you that the way that foundation is laid, it is critical to the development and growth of that plant or that flower. Same metaphor in the home. So when she brought up, the parenting styles and how millennials are kind of reversing that. Millennials were the groups that were born between 1981 and 1996 or 7. It's one of them. And you do see a change in how we're dealing with our kids and, even interacting with our families. That's why I believe there's a decline in family reunions, is because we're not standing for a lot of that stuff that was passed down to us. We're not passing down the intergenerational trauma. We're not staying quiet about secrets in the family. We're not taking disrespect just because unk is unk. No, we're setting that, we're reversing that. We're setting that straight. And so I encourage you, if you're an open-minded person and you don't want to one-dimensionally keep pointing the finger at Chantel for the blame, I encourage you to listen to that interview, because it'll give you so much insight. All right, y'all. On that note, I'm going to start getting ready for bed. Peace and blessings. Bye.